Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
The Lazio fans are out in force, the atmosphere crackling, takes a shot! Loose ball, and the keeper couldn't hold it.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Lazio would very much seem to be growing their confidence here. You can feel it.
Hernandez cuts it out. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, I really like this lad, Jules Koundé, a lot. He isn't the biggest, but he's known for having a big character that makes up for that. He's brilliant in boxes, and he can outmuscle opponents that are much bigger than him. You add a little bit of pace to that, and he's a formidable presence at the back.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
De Bruyne.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Grimaldo.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that's definitely not his best. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Vitinha. Foden. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
Araujo. Grimaldo. Now Foden. Spread neatly. And the ball is out of play. Has a look and plays it forward. So we're still where we started right now. And he was quick to react. Vitinha tries to pass it through. Oh, it looks a good ball through. Up he goes! Goal! Bayer Leverkusen! And it's Bayer Leverkusen who take the lead. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Bayer Leverkusen. And the finish! He's got a goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
That pass has been well intercepted. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Can he get on the end of this? Foden looking to run onto it. And it's Llorente. Manuel. Half an hour played now. Well, that looks a decent ball. Llorente. And it's Grimaldo. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Aimed beyond the defence.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Defending of the desperate variety. Bayer Leverkusen with the corner. They're first. They've played it short. Lazio are looking to go forward now.
That's going in strongly.
Koundé. Stones. Anguissa. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Mbappe, there's a look. Goretzka with a definite foul there. And he's going to have his name taken. And here's Oyarzabal. Now, can they get him away? Llorente with the cross.
Well, they were never going to allow him to receive that. Such close attention.
De Bruyne. Lukaku. Lazio finding their passes. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. That ball looks a good one. Stones kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side. Goretzka. Lazio looking to pass their way through. Chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And there's the end of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. some first-half thoughts?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. And that's the second half started. Kimmich. And that has left him in a heap. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And Araujo. Llorente. Goretzka. Carvajal. Passing is crisp and sharp. Vitinha.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Looking for options for movement. Good ball, good take. That is good strength. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. That has ended up in no man's land. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. Llorente. In by Llorente. And it's hoisted clear. Lukaku given the lift of his goal. Goretzka.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Now it's Foden. And it's Grimaldo.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Now it's Vitinha. And no, that was never going to make it. Anguissa. Goretzka. And it's made its way to him. Grimaldo, he does have an assist to his name. Just about up to the hour now. Araujo. And it's Kimmich. Oh, that pass isn't the best. He's a sharp little ball here. And that interception was most necessary. Oh, it's taken out. That'll be a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all.
Sostituzione per la Lazio. Numero 12, numero 6, numero 9. Lasciano il campo per il numero 18, il numero 10, Idrissa Gueye, il numero 14. Attenzione, un cambio.
Lazio making consecutive changes here.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Lazio are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. This looks promising. He's in a great position here. Lazio are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Koundé getting this one clear. Cucurella just loves to go full. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And he is going into that little black book. Carvajal, oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Eder Militao does really well to win the ball there. Mane. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Mbappe. And it's Mane. Grimaldo. It's Kimmich, looks to the other side, and it's Llorente. Foden. That's been cut out, well played. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Nice sequence of passes this. Foden. Now it's Richarlison. Now it's Vitinha. Looking to play him in. It's a promising position. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Bayer Leverkusen really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Gay. And the pass is intercepted. Has a look and plays it forward. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Mbappe. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Played back in. Quintero. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Mbappe, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Idrissa Gueye. Pass is coming off in quick succession here.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And he's intervened well there. Quintero. And it's on Gisa. Passing is crisp and sharp. Vitinha. Could move up a gear here. Lovely pass, but can he get... And that will be it. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Lazio can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
This is Peter Drury, and next to me, providing insights, will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
The Lazio fans are out in force, the atmosphere crackling, passions are high. How could this not be inspiring for all the... It's Lukaku! Denied by an instinctive save.
Lukaku really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Lazio with the corner, they're first. De Bruyne plays it short. Lovely feet.
Kimmich, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Foden. He's picked his way through.
Lovely bit of skill.
Oh, that's a key interception.
Quarter of an hour played.
Llorente calmly anticipates.
So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal.
Kimmich. Now it's Foden. Can he get it through? Now that's well seen too. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should... Richarlison! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post.
Now he's off and running. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Lukaku, great chance! Goal! Lazio!
So smooth, a signature finish.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
So we have the first goal.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
That's an untidy challenge, free kick given. And that's going to be a booking. Vitinha. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score.
He's got away,
and he welcomes it in.
Can he finish? He has done it! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time.
Attenzione, signore e signori. Ricordiamo a tutti i tifosi di non perdere di vista i propri bambini durante la partita, per la loro sicurezza. Sostituzione per la Lazio. Numero 20.
By Leverkusen get the second half started.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Anguissa. Gnabry is onto this. Lazio, different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Mane, passes coming off in quick succession here. Short changes him with that pass. De Bruyne under intense pressure.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
Kimmich.
Here's
Llorente. And he's picked it up out wide. Vitinha. Lazio are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Gnabry. Llorente looking to hit the byline here. Terrific header! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on. In he goes again! Goal! Bayer Leverkusen! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Bayer Leverkusen are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Sostituzione per la Lazio. Numero 8.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
10.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it. They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Now it's Mane. That's beautifully weighted. And he's there to belt it away.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, they could be caught out here. And he's heaved it away.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Carvajal. Vitinha has created one goal already.
And he's going to have his name taken. Pass just lacking in accuracy. And that is as far as it goes. Lazio illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen so many times, they ended up with nothing. So Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, the surprise for me was seeing a team look so feeble in what is usually a strongly protected area, but the centre of their defence looked open and very, very unsafe.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.